Well, hello everyone, sports fans, Chiefs Kingdom. This is Calvin's favorite TV here once again. So time for another prediction video. As it is this Sunday night, we had Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC Championship game. As these two teams played in the AFC title game for a second straight year, and well, the Chiefs, we are in the AFC title game for a fifth straight year. And and all 5 years, the AFC Championship game has been at Arrowhead Stadium. The last 5 years, which that is pretty amazing. No team has ever hosted 5 straight conference championship games. So just an incredible feat right there. And so, of course, Patrick Mahomes suffered a high ankle sprain last week in our win over the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he played through it. Of course, Chad Henne, the backup, came in and led the Chiefs to a 98-yard touchdown drive, and then Mahomes came back in the second half and, was still in pain and playing through the high ankle sprain. And, well, he is good to go for this one. Participated in practices this week, and so he's officially good to go. We're trying to get revenge from last year. Of course, the Bengals beat us last year in the AFC title game when they came all the way back from 21-3. And Joe Burrow is 3-0 against the Chiefs. We faced the Bengals in Week 13 this season. We also faced them in Week 17 of the 2021 season. And all 3 of these games have come down to the wire. And I definitely think it will again this time. And, well, the Bengals, what a performance they put up last week in their win against the Buffalo Bills in the snow in Buffalo. They were the underdogs in that game. And, that was quite the performance by the whole team, really, and their defense. It was not even a close game. They won it 27-10, I think. And that was quite surprising. And for them to do it in Buffalo was even more impressive. And Bengals have not lost since, I think, Week 10. They haven't won since Week 9 or 10. Finished 12-4, and last week at the Bills they sacked Josh Allen once, intercepted him once. Josh Allen threw for 264 yards, no touchdowns, only 64 rushing yards total by the Bills. And Joe Burrow had over 200 yards. Joe Mixon had 105 rushing yards. And Jamar Chase, 61 yards. So in the Bengals O-line is banged up. They're supposedly are likely going to be without their 2 best offensive linemen, which is a big loss. But I mean, they put up 27 points last week, and also in the wild card round, they just narrowly beat the Baltimore Ravens, who were down almost to their 3rd string quarterback. And they hang on and won that one. And so what a story they've been. Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce is actually questionable for this game with a back injury. Uh, so he'll probably be a game time decision, but I'm sure he wants to play. He was a full participant in Friday's practice, so that's good. Uh, but yeah, so I feel like depending on how bad it is that he will be able to play. So Kelsey had 14 catches last week, 2 touchdowns, and yeah, he's just a few yards away from having the second most receiving yards ever by a player in the playoffs behind Jerry Rice. So, and yeah, and McCall Hardman also questionable. Hardman hasn't played uh, since like November. Uh, he's listed as questionable. Uh, yeah, McCall hasn't played since week 9. He has 4 touchdowns this season, uh, and also questionable is Justin Watson with a illness. So, um, but yeah, so it's going to be definitely tough stopping the Bengals receiving trio led by Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd, uh, and as well as star running back Joe Mixon, uh, who had over 100 yards rushing last week. Uh, did not come to 1,000 yards on the season though, but still. And Joe Burrow in that game in Week 13 in Cincinnati, uh, he had 286 yards. The Bengals were without Joe Mixon in that game, uh, so could be a bit different this time, but we'll see. And also on the NFC side, the NFC title game is between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles, and basically the top 2 defenses in the league. The Niners, of course, led by Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the draft, rookie Brock Purdy, who has just been an incredible story going from the last pick to now a win from going to the Super Bowl. Though I am picking the Eagles to win that one. Yeah, it's honestly quite hard to choose. That's a really, really two evenly matched teams almost. So, and in this one, I am picking the Chiefs to win, of course. And final score prediction, I'm going to say 31-28. I think it will be, another nail-biting game, come down to the end maybe. Of course, the Bengals beat us in overtime last year in the AFC title game. So I hope for a different result. And yeah, and no one has beaten Mahomes 4 times in a row. So trying to avoid that. So, and yeah, so it should be great games. 2 great games Sunday. Can't wait. So yeah, my Super Bowl prediction is the Chiefs and the Eagles. Yeah. So anyway, till Sunday, 5:30 start. Uh, yeah. So till then, Cal Baker saying, go Chiefs.